Hi friends, have you ever set a word of the year? In this video, I'll tell you all about how I got over the cheesiness and finally started setting my own word of the year. I'll tell you what my word of 2022 is and how that applies to you, and I will teach you how to choose your own word of the year. So if you're looking to manifest some more positivity or some amazing results in your life and you're ready to set a word for your year, let's dive in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, The Lion's Share Wellness, so that you don't miss out on any of the nutrition, wellness, and mindset tips that I share here weekly. Look, I'm a pretty data-driven, numbers-oriented, science-based person. So for many years, the idea of setting a word of the year honestly just felt too woo-woo to me, and I avoided it. But several years ago, I realized that it wasn't just about the woo-woo, it was about bringing my focus to exactly what I wanted to create, how I wanted to feel, what energy I wanted to project to the world, where I wanted to spend my time. Whatever word I chose as my word of the year, if I could continue focusing on that over and over and over again, then I would get the results that I wanted for that year. So it was more for me about focus and about reminding myself of my goals or my ambition for that year. Now, I started, in order to keep the focus on whatever word it was, I started buying myself a bracelet with the word of the year engraved. I've also done things like had a coaster on my desk. I'll put it on my vision board if I have a vision board for that year. Other physical reminders, again, just to keep the focus coming back to that word for me. But I'm holding in my hand the bracelet that I got for 2020, which is engraved with Ikigai, I-K-I-G-A-I. This is a Japanese word that basically means the intersection between what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what the world values or is willing to pay you for. And I just thought that was such a perfect representation of what I was aiming to create in 2020. I wanted to reignite my passion for the work that I was doing. So really focus on the fact that I loved this work and I loved serving my clients. I always want to do what I'm good at and what I can excel at. So I was focusing on different things like speaking and started the podcast that year and all of that. I wanted to, of course, focus on what the world needs. And I thought, more than ever, the world needed a focus on health. And I chose this word even before the pandemic started. It turned out to be very true. And then what the world will be willing to value or pay you for. That's important as well. And I wanted to feel like I was richly rewarded for the value that I was putting out in the world. And you know, the word Ikigai was one that I stumbled across. It was one that I had never heard of before choosing it as my word of the year, but it really resonated with me and it really worked. 2020 was, despite all the obstacles and all the hardships in the world, it was my most lucrative financially year in business. I felt very aligned with what I was doing. My clients experienced wonderful success. I just felt like this word and the constant reminder of having this on my hand every single day helped me out to achieve what I wanted. So the first time ever, I carried over that word from 2020 and I used that same word in 2021. So that one's done. What's the word for this year? The bracelet is on. Here it is. It's arete. Arete, A-R-E-T-E. It's one of the highest values of ancient Greek culture, and literally translated, it means virtue or excellence. But there's a deeper meaning behind arete, which means showing up as your best self in every single moment. Just saying that gives me goosebumps. Showing up as your best self in every single moment, moment to moment. no matter what you're doing. If you're relaxing with your family, if you're in deep reflection doing journaling, if you're doing your work, if you're speaking on stage, if you're pushing yourself in a workout, are you showing up as your best self moment to moment? And that's what I'm aiming to do this year. No matter what I'm doing, in any circumstance, given any obstacle, am I being my best self at that moment? Now, you can tell I'm on fire about this word because it's my word of the year, so I really, really love it. But as I think about it, what deeper value is there in life than living up to your potential in every single moment? And when we do that moment to moment, it turns into living up to our potential for our life. This is huge. It's not about being someone else's best self or comparing yourself to others. It has nothing to do with anyone else's success around you. It's all about you living up to your potential, me living up to my potential moment to moment. In the joyous moments, can I experience joy? In the tough moments, can I rise to the occasion and make the most of a tough situation? When I'm facing a challenge, when I'm facing an opportunity, do I grab it? Do I push myself? And do I listen to my body at the same time? For me, arete means so many different things. Sometimes it means going for that extra rep or that extra mile in my workout. And sometimes, honestly, it means listening to my body and going for a walk instead of the workout. It means using my best faculties and knowledge and compassion to care for every single client that I meet with one-to-one and really being present with them and making them feel heard and respected and loved. It means showing up as my best self as I'm running my Revitalize Health Accelerator and taking every single call, even though there are hundreds throughout the year, taking every single one seriously and caring about the value that I'm delivering. It means when I'm speaking on a stage to feel the energy that I'm conveying to every single person, to believe that that knowledge is impacting people, to care about empowering them to believe in themselves. When I'm with my family, it means really being there, really being present, not worrying about my to-do list. It means so many different things to me in different circumstances, and I think that's the beauty of arete. So if you're as fired up as I am about arete, I give you my full permission to share that word with me. We can use it together. We can make this year our year of arete. But if for whatever reason that word just doesn't resonate with you, I'm going to share 6 steps with you for how you can choose your own word of the year. The first is to brainstorm what's important to you this year. Maybe this is your year of family or health or career. What area is most important to you? And then the second step is to think about how you want to feel in that area. How do you want to feel in that area? Unfortunately, there will be obstacles in all of our ways to all of our goals. So third step is to think about what obstacles you might encounter that might make your goal achievement a little bit harder. Fourth step is to just start writing. Write down a list of at least 30 words related to how you want to feel in your specific goal area. Maybe based on your obstacles, it's resilient. Maybe it's strong. Maybe it's passionate. Maybe it's joyful. Write down at least 30 words. If you can go more, 50, 100, 200, go for it. But at least 30 words. And then just look at them and see which ones jump out at you. Maybe circle about 3 of them that you think are high contenders. Step 5 is to sit with those for a couple days. Some of you will know right off the bat, that's great. Others of you, take your 3 that you've circled and just sit with them for a couple days and think about them. Which one really lights you up? You can tell how excited I was about Ikigai and how excited I am right now about arete. That's how I want you to feel. So sit with those 3 words that you've circled and just see which one excites you. And then 6th step is to choose your word and put it somewhere you will see it every day. I love the bracelet strategy, but whatever it is for you, if it's a Post-it note on your bathroom mirror, if it's a calendar reminder that pops up every single day, if it's a coaster or a book or a plaque that you put on your kitchen table, whatever it is for you, put that word somewhere that you will see it every day. All right, I am so curious to hear what your word of the year is. So if you already know it, put it in the comments right now. I can't wait to hear. And if you don't know it yet, give me a couple ideas of what you're mulling around, what you think it might be. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, The Lion's Share Wellness, so you don't miss out on any more videos like this. And please go ahead and show your support. Hit that like button down there to show me that you liked this video. Here's to a strong, powerful year full of arete for each one of us.